Hey percussionists, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about Bohemian Rhapsody. So if you notice, there's no snare drum and bass drum part, which is a little bit strange. However, there is a optional drum set part, and there's a way that I want you guys to be practicing this part on your pads that I'm going to go through today. While obviously you don't have a ride cymbal at home probably, I don't know if you have any full drum kit. If you have a full drum kit, great. This is a great thing to practice using that drum kit, but you can still practice it just using the pad, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. I'm going to be focusing primarily on measures 11 to 36, and I'm just going to break that down for you in this quick video. So, percussion, the reason why I'm so far away now and why I'm not looking at a pad is because this part isn't written for a traditional snare drum. As a matter of fact, it's not really written for any traditional concert band instrument, but rather it's more written for drum set than anything else. So ignore measure 11. That could be played on your pad, practiced on your pad, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Skip ahead to 2 measures before 18. You start to see all of these different stems going all different directions, some X's, some dots with lower stems, right? That's your drum set part. And luckily, before we left for this unfortunate distance break, we went over how to play something like this on your body with the body drum set, right? So remember, your hi-hat, take your right hand, cross it over to your left shoulder. That's your hi-hat. That's also your top X, the top X on the staff. Your left hand, cross that over to your right knee. There is your snare drum, or the X lower from the top X. Your right foot, nice and simple, that's your bass drum. So to practice this, what I would recommend is just taking it one part at a time. Start with that hi-hat, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then maybe add in the snare drum. That's only on beats 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then maybe try adding in that bass drum with the hi-hat though. Take out the snare drum and try to get it with the hi-hat. You're playing your bass drum on beats 1, the and of 2, and beat 3. 1 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Now try putting it all together. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and that's your basic drum groove up until measure 36. So if you can get that sounding really nice, then we can do something really cool with that when we do this remote concert. At 26, we have a crash cymbal part. That's going to be a little bit tricky to emulate on our body drum set. However, we'll figure out a way to do that. If you look at the measure before 26, you start to notice a little pattern with some 16th notes. That, if you want to practice that, I would recommend doing that on a pad because that is not even really part of the drum beat. That is more just a drum fill. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If you want to just practice that on a pad separate from your drum set, your body drum set that is, then you can go for that. Interestingly though, you can keep practicing that with the bass drum going if you wanted to. Notice that the bass drum part changes though. Instead of 1 and 3, it's 1, 2, 3 and. So let me see if I can do that. Play the written part above the drum set, or above the bass drum part, along with the bass drum part. 1 and, oh, I made a mistake. Ready? And 1 and 2 and 3 and. Right. So if you do this, while you may not have a drum set at home, this is going to be able to help you prepare for if you did have a drum set. Because as you experienced in class, that body drum set is exactly the same motions that you're going to be doing when you're sitting on a drum stool with the full kit in front of you. The only thing that you're not really going to have is the motion of doing the drum fill on the toms. However, I really recommend trying that body drum set with the part in your music here. Let me know if you have any questions with this. Otherwise, happy practicing, best of luck, and keep up the good work.